Leetcode practice time. In this video, there are two goals. The first goal is to see how we should solve this problem. Then we are going to put some code here. And the second goal is to see how to behave in a real interview. Suppose this is something given in a real interview. So let's get started. So let's see which company is this. Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Bloomberg. So quite some big companies. So remember in the first step in the real interview is always to try to fully understand the problem. If there is anything unclear, please bring up the question, and also at the same time think about some edge cases that can potentially break the general algorithm. So let's see. Remove our JSON duplicates in string 2. So given a string S, a k duplicate removal consists of choosing k adjacent and equal letters from S and remove them, causing the left and the right side of the deleted substring to concatenate together. Okay, so we repeatedly make k duplicate removals on S until we no longer can. Return the final string after all such duplicate removals have been made. It is guaranteed that the answer is unique. Okay, so let's see. For this, ABCD k is equal to 2, then we are having ABCD as the output. For this one, we are going to output AA. That is because, so first of all, we remove the 3E, and then we have, so after we remove the 3 E's, we can also remove the 3C, and then we can remove the 3 B's, but the D, why? I think there might be something wrong with the input case, because it says delete the triple D, but actually within the, okay, so I find it. So this is the D, and this is a D, and this is a D. After remove the E, B, and C, those D's are connected together. I see. So I think it makes sense to me. Let's see some constraints. So the input length is between 1 to 100k, and k is between 2 and 10k. S only contains lowercase English letters. So I think in this case we don't need to think too much about the edge case. Yeah, I don't think there is any edge case at this moment. So the next part, after we understand the problem, is about communicate with your interviewer about the solution. So you're going to find the solution for this question mostly by yourself. So let's see how to solve this problem. So I think this remembers me of using the stack to solve this problem. So within the stack, we are going to keep track of the corresponding characters and the frequency. So once the frequency is equal to k, then we are just going to delete the top elements from the stack. Otherwise, when we encounter a character which is the same as the top element in the stack, we just keep increasing the frequency of the top element on the stack. If it is a different one from the top element on the stack, then we are just going to push a character and frequency as one into the stack. So that's pretty much about the algorithm. The runtime is going to be O of n as the length of the string. So after we find the solution and we get an agreement with the interviewer about the solution itself, it's time for us to do some coding work. So for coding, we care about the speed, don't be too slow. Also, think about the correctness of the code, take care about the correctness and the readability of the code. So let's start to do some coding work. So we are going to have the stack initialized. Let's define a class. So the class is going to contain the character and the corresponding frequency. Let's call it car stats. So here we will have public car C, car C, public int the frequency. Let's give it a constructor car stats. So this is car C and int the frequency. So this dot C is equal to C. This dot free is equal to free. So we are going to, so within the function, first of all we are going to initialize a empty stack. So the stack, the element of the stack is car stats. Let's say the stack is new stack. Then after that we are going to go through the string. So it would be car C in s dot to car array. So if stack dot is empty, if the stack is empty, then we are going to push stack dot add new car stats, which is C and 1 into it. And then we are just going to continue. So if the character is different as stack.peak C, then we are going to add the new character into it with the corresponding frequency as 1. Then we are going to continue. Otherwise it means it is not empty and it's equal to the top element within the stack. So what we are going to do is since the k is always larger than 1, so we don't need to worry about when k is equal to 1. So first of all, I will say in this step it is for us to increase the frequency of the top element. So we are going to have stack dot get I will say it is, if we just peak, then we are going to return, so we are going to just peak dot free is equal, so let's see. So first of all, car stats is equal to stack dot, say we just pop it, and then car stats dot free plus equal to plus the car stats free. So if the car stats dot free is not equal to k, or maybe it's just smaller than k, then we are going to push it back. We are going to add it back into the stack. So we are going to add the car stats into it. Then otherwise we just do nothing. We just pop it. So after that, so let's see, if we first add D and then the 3E we pop it, then we counter the D and we push the D, now it's D2 and we counter the B with B2. So 3 has frequency as 3, so we are going to pop the seed 3 from it. Then we counter B, we are going to have B3 and we pop it, we counter D. We are going to, so if, so like this case, first of all you have the D1 inserted into it, then we have the E3 inserted into it, and then we encounter the D. So after we pop the 3 E's, then you encounter the D, so we are going to increase the frequency for D. Okay, I think it should make sense. And after that, we are going to construct the final string we are going to return. So let's use the string builder. Is equal new string builder. So I'm not sure if there is any API for string builder to just replicate the same character. So string builder. This is let's say add or append or just insert. I don't think there is something like to insert how many duplicate characters there, so I would just say I'll say, well, the stack is not empty. Stack dot empty. Then we are just keep popping the element. So car stats as stack dot pop. We are going to so int I is equal to 0, I is smaller than car stats dot free plus plus I. So sp dot insert at 0 the car stats dot c. All right, and finally we are going to return sp dot to string. So that's it about the coding. But we are not done. It's time for us to do some testing. So at this moment, you're going to do some sanity check about the logic, and maybe you're going to go through a simple test case to explain how this piece of code is gonna work. And after that, you will need to set up some different test cases to make sure that you have good enough test coverage. So let's take example 2 for the stack. First of all, we are going to insert the D1, D as a character, 1 as a frequency, and then we are going to insert E1, and then we are going to insert we are going to pop the E1 from it, and currently the frequency is 2. Since it is smaller than 3, we are going to add E2 back, and when we encounter this E, we increase the frequency, we have E3, so we just don't add it back into the stack. And when we encounter D, we just increase the frequency of D, and similarly we have B2, C3. When we encounter this B, we figure out that B has a frequency as 3, then we are not going to push the popped car stats into the stack. When you have the B, then we are going to pop the B as well. Similarly for D, we are going to pop it, and we will have A2 in the stack finally, and then we just keep appending the characters. So I think it should be fine overall. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so it's accepted. Let's do a submission. Okay, so everything looks good now. I think we should be in good shape about this question. Yeah, that's it. So if you have any question about the puzzle or about the solution, feel free to leave some comments. If you like this video, please help subscribe to this channel to help me grow. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.